Hi guys, welcome to a Sunday afternoon with the Diesel Deacon. I miss that sound. Two wheels of freedom. Welcome in, Freeway. Good to see you on a glorious, beautiful Sunday afternoon from wherever it is I am in the world today. Well, hi, sis. Welcome to Alabama. There's Miss Dewana. Okay. Sis? Oh, shoot. Hang on. I'm trying to multitask here. Oh my God, it looks like I got a red face. What's the glare from? Is the glare from my iPad? Or is it just the sun? Oh, it's just the sun. Let me fix that. Oop, wrong button. Oh, I am just figuring this crap out. As always. Hope everybody's doing well. Until other friends of mine, they get t-shirts and stuff made for their channels. Go support your local wheel burner. As we gather here today and sort through this thing called life, I just wanted to pop in and give you guys another update and see how y'all been doing. Is there anybody out there? Yeah, I know y'all are there. I appreciate y'all being here. Just got a lot of rambling thoughts to get through. I hope y'all don't mind me taking a little bit of y'all's time on a Sunday evening. So, but fun fact, I am in the state that where toothpaste was invented. Because if it had been invented in any other state, it would have been called toothpaste. It is interesting how social media brings people together, and it also draws people apart. Crazy how things like that work in this life. And there's just no real good way to say it other than just we got to take each day as it comes and get through things the best way we can. And if y'all noticed, pinned in the wherever it's at, I think it's right there. Y'all know that's the link to my dream bike. And as a last check, let's see, $75 away from getting to $15,000 raised so far. And as I'm making my way, I started my day in Pennsylvania yesterday. Night before last, I loaded in the blizzard in the mountains and made it down here to unload in Alabama this morning. It was night before last. I loaded and then left yesterday morning. Yeah, so yesterday morning till about midday today was right at 900 miles. And in a truck, in a 13, 14-hour period driving, I was able to make my way through the madness, saw holiday traffic building through some of the major cities. Came through Knoxville, Chattanooga, and traffic's already starting to pick up out there on the road. So if you're getting out there, if anybody that's watching, if y'all get out and travel for the holiday, please take time to prepare and take time to schedule leaving a little earlier to allow for extra traffic. So, hey, Looney, and it's Monday over there for you, so enjoy your meeting. This is my padded cell. It's a moving island. So there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces to each and every one of our stories. I just wanted to bring y'all up to speed on where I'm at with mine. And at the same time, be thankful to those that are helping keep me on the right side of my brain and the right side of the dirt. Don't don't know, like I've said in previous videos and previous live streams, we don't know what tomorrow brings. We don't know what tomorrow holds. We can only hope and plan today to hope tomorrow's better. But before I beat that horse so dead it comes back to life, let's just keep moving right on through the day. And it's it's tough now getting through holidays. Those that know my story. Those that don't know my story, tune back into my playlist that's titled Ride for My Bride. Hopefully it'll help folks in similar situations. Because if not being funny, but I am a truck driver and that's what I gotta keep doing. I gotta keep trucking. Keep on trucking. And you know, keep the wheels turning. And I really didn't have a whole lot of topic for discussion other than, you know, bringing you guys up to speed. You know, the last live stream I done, I was bringing y'all up to date to where I was at with everything home wise, plus giving y'all a little backstory on the dream bike that's listed in the link that's up for raffle with to benefit Forgotten Angels. Plus the bike that Toxicarius so graciously donated to Forgotten Angels, and they put it in as a choice alongside of mine. Have to tune into Shade Tree over there, and he'll have the footage of it and bring y'all up to speed on that. Because I don't, other than talking to Toxicarius offline the other day about it after hearing in Josh's video about that bike being added to the choice selection, I contacted him offline and we were discussing a little bit, and we wasn't expecting both of the bikes to be in the same drawing, but hey, that's just going to bring more awareness and maybe more to help these young men and young women. But let me say hello to everybody that's in here as we're almost 10 minutes in. Freeway was in. He said he was a figment of the imagination earlier. Miss Julie Smith, part of the Team Wings Shade Tree Army, and Miss Dewana Gilliam, my Tennessee filly, Looney Shrooms in Australia. I don't want to mispronounce this name, but I have a new viewer, Miss Ann Gone. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. The Pirate King is on deck. Oh, Jerry, brother, you must have known I was thinking about you. I've got them right here ready and on standby. The Super King pack. Man, that's a glare, y'all. I didn't get punched in the eye. I mean, that looks pink. And like I got makeup on, but it ain't. It's just the glare from the sun. Robin is here. Hello. Hello, buddy. Robin Hood. He said Hood Boy the other day. And Farron Hambrick in on his personal channel instead of his corporate channel. If you guys don't know, I'll introduce y'all to Farron. Y'all have seen him in videos and shorts and stuff before. He's 1/3 of Power in the Prairie Lands. That's here on YouTube. I could go through this and try to drop links, but I'd rather just focus on the conversation and read the chat. Good evening, Salty Badger. Nice to see you, young man. Appreciate your time, buddy. I know it's not a motorcycle environment or a green string with motorcycles behind it, Salty. I'm not as good with this technical stuff as a lot of you guys are. But I'm getting there. Good Lord willing the creek don't rise. But y'all, yeah, most everybody in here, well, half of everybody in here has got, YouTube channels that share in the community. And it's not so much about having a YouTube channel and wanting to grow subscribers and get monetized and stuff like that for me. It's about making connections by using social media. And that's what helps us, like the title of this live stream. The Diesel Deacons, he's turning the page. And there's a lot of pages to turn in an unwritten book. And I'll touch more on that in a little bit, unless I get sidetracked again. Well, Egghead rocks. I'm in Tuscaloosa, buddy, right now. Just there's so many places you can park, so but that's where I'm at. Home of the Crimson Tide. And this fella, born in Florida, raised in Georgia, always been a Bama fan. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. Looks like we have an update. Looks like Power in the Prairie Lands is expanding. So stay tuned to their channel for the updates on that. I got a pretty good idea of who's coming on board, but I could take a guess, but that'd be like a warm taco fart. Give it 2 minutes and the wind will change the directions. Oh, don't mention Tuscaloosa right now. Tuscaloosa, Tuscaloosa, Tuscaloosa. Oh, I'm such a goober. Oh my Lord, OC. Folks that are in here on my channel that don't know who OC, let me introduce y'all to OC. OC runs a bar in Bangkok, Thailand, which is where he's currently at. And I'm working on getting my passport to make myself a more worldly traveler. And I'm looking forward to cracking a cold one there with you sometime, hopefully this next year. That's what they're going to do, Jerry. Roll Tide's going to roll the dogs right on out the championship. But look at him. See, I hadn't got to the troll status yet. So until I get to troll status, I will gladly hand everybody moderator statuses that so graciously share that honor to me. Uh, There's a 1. And there's a 2. And the reason I do that is I want to build community on my channel. I don't like. I'm not here to get a million subscribers and have to keep up with the rat race of putting out uh, consistent content. Those those of us that know my journey is so random and so chaotic that having a set schedule is kind of an impossibility with my particular situation. So that's why I bring these live streams to you, and I'll post edited videos when 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 I feel like there's something important in my message with what I've captured on camera. It's saying they got spanked in Oklahoma yesterday. Oh no. And OC saying you you will definitely be taken care of. We would definitely take care of you, Buck. Accommodations, food, booze, and plenty of sightseeing, all on the house. You gonna have me jumping from rooftop to rooftop? I'm little, but I ain't scared. We have been graced by the Mountain Jedi. Well, this is a random live, Bromingo. Y'all, that's Joe the Mountain Jedi. That's that's the guy that is he's down there. He he he, he's a big fella. Well, everybody's big standing next to me. Anyhow, he he's a big player and he's a big major factor in keeping older motorcycles alive. If you don't know, he's one of the guys that's there at the Ride Factory in Tampa. Not to mention, he's here on YouTube, as his channel name suggests, and he's got a lot. He's got a lot going on, and he takes time to share knowledge freely. He's even got a free tier on his Patreon page. Who does that? He don't. He don't believe in hiding information behind the paywall. Now the paywall is there if you want to help fund the projects for his Ranwin Park series, the Tool Time and the Temple series, and everything else he's got going on. Not just on his Patreon, but his YouTube channel. And he he handles his YouTube channel a lot like I do. He wants to put out knowledge that's worked for him over the years, and letting this little fella be a part of his journey, and a lot of you others that allow me to have a personal connection with you. It's what helps keep me steered in the right direction, and that's what we're all here for, is community. And I do appreciate everybody's time this afternoon, because we're getting into the holidays and things are going to be getting busier for everybody, and keeping up with YouTube content's going to be put on the back burner for a lot of folks because of family, friends, community, and just life in general. Because one thing I don't talk about on here is politics. I'll yeah, I'll touch a little bit on it, but I don't get I can't let it get under my skin. And there's 2-4, everybody. Brother from Nova Scotia thinks I'm gonna be riding a motorcycle up to him here 5 days from now. If so, I gave my word, I'll do it. And he's saying he likes that shirt, old fella. Oh yeah, you like that shirt? Yeah, I do too. This shirt actually went to Guam with me in July. So it, it, it is an international traveler as well. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying it because it's a cool memory, and that's one thing about turning the page. It helps us create new memories because we can go to work, we can make money, we can always go to work, we can always make more money. We have two things in this life that can't nobody take away from us. That's the air we breathe and the opportunities that are presented to us. Now, we're already breathing, that's half the battle. The opportunity is a choice we make. And sometimes those choices aren't the easiest in the world to execute on. And that being said, that's where it comes into play with me, and that's why my page is turning. It's no secret my world's been turned upside down about every 3 months since the passing of my late wife, the end of July last year. And that's why I put out what I put out. That's why I put out the content I put out. And it's not for saying, oh, poor, pitiful me. It, all the years of going through trials and tribulations and suffering through hard times and not knowing when, if you're going to make the bills this week or next week or not, and having somebody to stand beside you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's that's where you learn to appreciate every moment. That's where I've learned to appreciate every moment. Time comes and goes, but once it's gone, all we can do is look back on it. And my granddaddy told me back when I was a teenager, son, use your past as a guidepost, not a hitching post. I've said this in other people's live streams, and I've said it in my videos before, but I'm touching back on it because it the older I get, the more relevant and the more true that statement becomes. And I'm not trying to get lost in the comments. I'm just trying to stay on topic here because y'all know I can be right here 1 second and then be over here the next. And here's a comment from Salty Badger. He says he does it as a hobby and his own therapy and for his mental health. Hey, I totally understand that and I totally appreciate that. And that's why over the last few years, how I've come to find some of these YouTube channels that are geared towards motorcycles and sharing knowledge and stuff like that. I've come to meet some pretty awesome damn people just by being me and sharing this message with you guys. I just want it to be kind of like my own testament, even though I'm not getting on a soapbox. Even though I said earlier I was going to get on a soapbox in Shannon Thomas's morning cafe that she does on her channel. She tries to do it every Sunday. It, there, for this world to be as big as it is, for me, it gets smaller every day. And maybe that will resonate with a lot more of us because, you know, nothing's ever that serious when a situation happens until it is that serious. And that's where our choices come into play. And that's why when I purchased that night rod back first of the year, at first I had bought it with the intention to, hey, I can make some side money and flip this sucker. Now, once the drawing's held for it and the winner's determined and all that's said and done, I'll come back either on a live stream or in a video or a short and give out the numbers and all I spent on the bike. But I'm gonna hold that off for a little bit because it 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 was a real shock to me as well. And that's why I'll explain how I changed my mind about flipping the bike to make money on it. Because, you start out a project with a certain intention. And then over time, as other things come into play, we have to shift our focus sometimes and our train of thought. We can sit down on a drawing board and lay out a plan, but unless we stick to that plan, bullet point by bullet point by bullet point, what we envisioned in our mind in the end will be nothing like we started out the original dream with. So back to the comments here. Brother Brian, your ears must have been burning. Because there we are. Okay, screenshot it. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm pimping you out. So dark and buy a snow shovel. And Joe saying he's grace, cursed, plague, pretty much all. Well, brother, aren't we just a basket full of broken eggs? I got some duct tape and I got some zip ties and some gorilla glue. So we can those cracks in those eggs, we can take care of them, or we can make one hell of an omelet. Everybody's saying hello to everybody, and there's Julie. There you go, Julie. You can drop links. Absolutely. Welcome in, Callie Grabowski. Kind of limit the kind of. It's no secret who most of us voted for, but kind of. I appreciate you being here. Kind of keep the political stuff to a minimum, please. Joe saying not to mention having to run out at the ninth hour for another can of cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce. That's one thing I do love at Thanksgiving is cranberry sauce. How about grilled asparagus in some olive oil, sprinkled with some seasoning salt? Man. Yeah, wheel burner. Meet Joe the Mountain Jedi. Joe the Mountain Jedi, meet wheel burner. We crossed that border again. Other guys are saying hello, and Joe saying, brother, my old man always said the reason your maker put your eyeballs in front is to see what's the path ahead of you, not what's behind you. Absolutely. That's another reason we got two eyes, two ears, and one mouth. What we got double of, we need to use more of. Pow pow. Oh, I appreciate that, OC, but the likes are okay. It's like I said, I'm here to share my word with my community, and if it grows, then we'll grow together with it. Let's just keep it let's just keep it real around here. That's just me. I am what I am what you get. And I am a give what I get kind of person. But at the same time, I can turn my other cheek when it's the 11th hour and things come up, and you got to back up and go to the drawing board and re-strategize on the fly. And that leads into why I'm, you know, taking and turning the page. At the same time, I'm gonna fulfill my commitments. I got to keep my word, because it's no big secret. You watch back through my videos, pretty much all I got left is my word. And I think the late wife of mine is still looking after me from up above, because she's helping keeping this little bubble I'm in. She's helped keeping it intact from her perspective. and she's bringing good folks like you guys into my life, and we can all lean on each other because we all bring something different to the table. That's like, a family reunion. You know the ones that are gonna bring the deviled eggs. You know the ones that are gonna bring the potato casserole, the potato salad, and the egg casseroles and the desserts. There's gonna be all different types of stuff brought to a dang family reunion or Thanksgiving gathering. So, and Egghead, back to the comments. Egghead saying, I used to dread holidays after losing loved ones, but after finding out my ticker is failing and have leukemia, I cherish every day now. The physical, the physical things that we have to deal with, Egghead, they can weigh real heavy on us emotionally as well. Keep you in my thoughts and my prayers, and I'm sure everybody else in here that's read that will do the same. And now Wheelburner being funny. He says, Buck, I won't make you ride that night ride all the way up to Alberta. I'll come down and get it. You don't have to worry. You're off the hook. Oh, so you don't want me to come see you? No, you don't want me to come see Dar. Because, I'll put saddlebags or a cage on there and I'll bring some live chickens and weed eater and peach preserves. OC with an important message. He'll always support motorcyclists, truckers, boatmasters, even a jogger. He appreciates genuine, authentic, sincere people. And that's what I hope to do. I, I try to live as I say. I try to act as I say. And that's why it's so hard when we come to these crossroads in life with health issues, financial issues, mental issues, substance abuse issues, and stuff like that. We have to figure out how many pages we turn. And there's Mr. Flip, Brother Flip. Salute. Good to see you, young man. I'm not going to try to stay on here much past an hour this evening because I don't want to keep you guys distracted too long. Because, I mean, it ain't like this mug's the prettiest thing to look at for more than 30 minutes, and y'all done 3 minutes past that mark, and y'all still here, and I appreciate it. 2-4 saying, I got a fella in Lakeland that would pick up that bike for me once I win it. No delivery needed, Buck. Y'all don't want me to keep my word? Is that what you're saying, 2-4? You and Wheelburner, y'all are conspiring against me to have one last ride, one last valiant march on the dark night? Oh my Lord, brother Matt, your ears must have been burning when I said something about a night rod. Welcome in. If everybody doesn't know 9 Mills on Two Wheels, just made you a moderator, Matt. You feel free to drop your link in here, and all these other folks that you don't know that's got wrenches, or if they don't have wrenches yet, they might. Go check out their channels, and everybody go check Matt's channel out. He puts out a lot of information as well from his point of view, and he's a Texas boy, and he likes things that go boom. And he's looking for a date. Any single hot celebrity female, just use your imagination and make sure y'all send, if y'all know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that might know somebody that can know somebody, to get him in touch with her. He's got a motorcycle, a creepy van, and a camp out, all lined up and ready to go. Wilburner saying Dar doesn't need a snow shovel. Bought her a snow blower. Either way, she refuses to use either. She just drives on top of the snow and packs it down. I just shake. He just shakes his head and he wonders. Man, think about those memories, O'Brien. You just you can't make up the you can't make the situations up. And there is the gas pasture. Y'all welcome in the gas pasture. For those that don't know who the gas pasture is, it's probably different. The comments are probably 90 miles down the road. Sterling Wheels. 17.5 days when you read this. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, happy Turkey Day to you. Happy day to you too, Turkey. Ahead of time. But I'm not spreading no butter on your ball. Not me. You got a red lady for that. Mr. Dean is in the house. And brown chicken, guess what? Making its debut. I should have said Diesel Deacon goes live to present Clear Chicken. Yeah. Yeah, you got a YouTube audience. You just don't have a channel yet. What the heck? Okay, there's Clear Chicken. Don't ask me where that tube winds up going. I still need pointers on how to start a second channel for him. So, there's Clear Chicken's debut. All right. Nice. Everybody's checking everybody's channels out. And there is a sick bastard. Brother, glad you're healing up. Glad you're doing better. And remember, I'm first in line by default. I went motorcycle shopping earlier. Speaking of motorcycles, didn't pull the trigger on nothing. I went neat, and in my contemplating on it, I saw a real good deal on a bike, but they offer shipping, but only up to 5 hours away, and it's 8 hours away, and then they were wanting to add the shipping onto it, and I'm like, I'm not making a special trip up here from home when holidays are coming, and I don't want to be dealing with the traffic because there's a lot to get through this next week. And that's another reason I'll be turning the page is I got to figure out that what my future living situation is going to be as far as back home, and maybe I'll put up a community poll and we can all help figure that out together. Right now, I'm tentatively thinking for the short term, I'm renting a travel trailer, the same one sick bastard that we took down to help with the cleanup. I'm still renting it for now to live in temporarily, but that's not going to be that's not going to be a sustainable, viable option in the short term. The next short term, this short term, a month or two, but what's 6 months down the road hold for me? Because in 5 months, I'll have this Peterbilt paid off. And what do I do there? Do I run it for another year? Because, like I was saying in Will Burner's live stream earlier, that now that my truck's warranty's up and the engine warranty just went out, I've increased my maintenance uh, account. I've doubled what I put into it every week now. Because when and if this baby asks for something, if I'm not prepared to answer her questions when she goes to hollering because of this oval, the same part's going to cost me double as it would somebody that's got a Freightliner Cascadia. I'm not saying that being mean. It's just that's the truth of the matter. No, no monster. Sprite. I've actually got the air conditioner going on. I got the APU running. I would say, let's see what the It's not gonna tell me what the weather is here. Where's my weather app? Don't have no weather app. Oh, there it is. Let's see. It says Cottondale, but it's 62 degrees in Alabama right now. And sunny and clear. It's supposed to be a low of 50s tonight. And the reason I got the APU going is this freaking glaring sun, and it's like I'm sitting in an oven. But those of us that drive and have drove in the past, you know this. And those that haven't, this is a hot box on wheels. And I don't mean a hot box in the recreational kind. That'll get your ass under the jail. Joe said, everyone toss a mushroom like. Subscribe at Buck Brown and grow, Mario grow. uh, I'm not. I'm not so much into Mario, but I was a big Donkey Kong fan back in the 80s. And for those that didn't know, that's how the character of Mario was introduced, was through the Donkey Kong games. And Donkey Kong Jr. was kind of, boy, it was kind of ahead of its time, wasn't it? Okay, rambling. Let's go back to turning the pages here. And everybody, yep. I thought, well, I guess I'm at my moderator limit. Who knows? But anyhow, in Matt's comment, 9 Meals on 2 Wheels, he is working on getting his CDL back. If y'all don't know, he's been battling health issues. If if you want to find out more about it, like I said, go to his channel and he'll give you the rundown in his videos. And I'm glad everybody's in here saying hello to everybody. And I'm gonna skip them comments because we all know the hellos are just, they're there for each other to acknowledge everyone. I'm not skipping them on purpose, y'all. Sterling says, I rode my wife's Sportster today and it kept bouncing off the rev limiter when he shifted. That's called good times. And I would be jealous of you, but wait a minute, I am. That damn sun's in my eyes. Love you, Gas Pastor. That's why Diesel Deacon's bringing his sermon this evening. I don't have no A game, but I got a B game. And what's funny is, it's not so much about a B game. It's about being positive, and not to give away too much personal pertinent information, but that is my blood type. It's literally stamped on my dog tags. Be positive. So who knew? I was talking to a friend of mine just a couple weeks ago. They're not on YouTube. They're a longtime personal family friend, and she's an RN now. And it was funny because I remember 23, 24 years ago when she was going through her school and to be a paramedic, to get her paramedic endorsements. And now just a couple weeks ago we were talking and she's, what's your blood type? Da, da, da. And I got to thinking, well, shoot, I've been literally, the way I try to live has been flowing through my veins my whole life. And it's took me till I was 52 years old to realize it, just by having a conversation with an old friend that I hadn't talked to in it's been over 10 years. And I don't know if there's any coincidence into that or not, but if there is, I'll take it. And I just seen the notification, Salty Batcher going live in 30 minutes. So if you guys would like to, make sure you subscribe to him and go join his live stream, because that's about, I'll be into mine here in about 15 minutes. And that'll give us time to go to the bathroom, pop some popcorn, and join the next live stream. And getting back to all these highs and hellos. Miss Julie saying, I'm hosting the meal this year. I invited those I'm thankful for or don't have a place to grab a plate. You know, Miss Julie, if it wasn't so far to Georgia from Wisconsin, I'd invite you down. It's a little warmer weather down there in Georgia. Well, next door in Georgia. But I'm almost Florida line, so I guess it would be down that way. Boy, am I that far behind in comments? See a new commenter, Chevy. Are you allowed to have a dog in the truck? Yes, I am. This is my truck, and I had my wife's Bernedoodle in here with me up until 2 months ago, and my grandson wanted him, so he's back home with my grandson. And then there'll be times I'll bring him back out and get him back on the road. Got him when he was 8 weeks old, 5 months before my wife passed away. And then once she passed away, I had him in the truck with me up until pretty much the whole time till a couple months ago. But that's a good question, and thank you for asking that, and welcome in. Anyhow, thank you, Farron. I I I should have I should have I don't know the word I want to use. I guess I should have scrolled through and looked. Egghead's got a question. If it takes a year to get a proof of disability, do you get paid for that 12 months all at once? Military, it depends if you're prior service or not. I can't answer for civilian stuff because I don't know. I would imagine there would have to be some kind of retroactive payment made on that. Because I know in the military, for the disabilities that I haven't got rated for yet, I have to keep them. I have to keep an appeal filed within 12 months. Every 12 months before it hits a year mark after I've appealed it, I've got to reappeal again within that 12-month period in the next year to keep the case active. If I miss that 12-month window and do not apply for that appeal to keep the review open, they will close it, and then I'll have to start the process all over again and lose all that time waiting on that disability to get approved or a determination made on said disability. Wheel burner, you and your I'm choking that chicken. I'm not. Everybody say, I guess Mr. Dean is out. Joe's not looking forward to his commute the next few days. Uh-oh. Everyone, say hello to Shoopsy. I'm sure you already have by the time I scroll down. Shupsy. I'm sorry. Shupsy. That that was the winner of the Teal Road Glide, the Teal Road King a couple months ago. Was very, very gracious. Very, very glad to spend time and meet him and share stories with him. Prime time flip flop weather in western central Florida. Hi, Mike. Welcome in. Um, I got a buzz on past that, buddy. Yeah, it is funny how the universe drops hints like that, Joe. You still here, Dewana? Dewana's sitting in the background. she's the she's the school principal. Maybe I ought to say something and have to be sent to the office. Dang, am I already at the bottom of the comments? Alrighty. So, like I said, I'm turning the page. I got 10 minutes here to get it spit out. My short-term housing situation is going to have to move into a mid-long term. So, what I'm deciding, what I'm having trouble deciding is do I try to find a small travel trailer that's a toy hauler to put on my property, because the one I've got now, it's a temporary rental. Do I try to build a small tiny home, because I don't need a 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home anymore, unfortunately. Which, if I do build a small tiny home, or if I do get a small travel trailer that's a toy hauler or whatever, and this truck will be paid off in March, that'll allow it for my budget to offset the costs that I'm having to normally budget for every month anyhow. So I'll be looking forward to this, after this live stream goes public. I'll be looking forward to reading in the comments. Uh, you know, if y'all have any suggestions or ideas or anything. But in the meantime, I'm gonna squirrel away every nut I can to plan for whatever eventuality comes down the pipeline. Because you know, we 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 could plan things and prepare for things in hopes that we get to those dates when those events happen. Case in point, Wheelburner and Dar, they were supposed to be down here, first part of the month, or just a couple weeks ago, actually. And Hurricane Helene and then Hurricane Milton, back to back, totally blew their plans out of the water. So we're having to back up and regroup. Now, why am I saying we're going to have to back up and regroup? I was going to take time off and personally ride to Tampa and spend a couple of days with them and actually meet them in person. And I was going to actually be able to unwind and relax and actually be be who I am in person. I mean, I'm the same person on YouTube, except that personal connection, you develop more of a bond with people. And that's a bond that you cannot you cannot tear that bond apart unless you choose to, or I choose to. I mean, it's one of those things that's just so means so much to me, because we never know what tomorrow's going to bring. And back to the living situation, since you guys are dropping uh, suggestions in the comments already. The one thing I was considering is the tiny home or the the, the toy hauler. The reason I would say the reason I'm having a hard time about it is, if I get one, it can hold me off till I get the other. Which, either or. If I pull the trigger on a toy hauler for now, that'll keep me enough mobile that when I'm down and off work and home off the road, if I want to go camping, I can hook to it the bike in the back, and I can go pretty much anywhere in a 1,000-mile radius of my home for a weekend. And then if I need to, get that toy hauler paid off or get it close to paid off, and then still build the tiny home eventually. Or I can get the tiny home now and just hold off on camping for a while. This is, I don't never ask much of community, but the suggestions would be a great big help. And before I close out on this, because we're getting up close to the hour mark, and I do not want to. I could talk forever, but I don't want to keep, I don't want to keep you guys from other commitments and stuff. But I will ask that if you if you can try to purchase a ticket for my dream bike, because it's going to help these young men and young women who age out of the foster care system. If you cannot, do not put yourself in a position to where you have to make a choice between whether you eat or pay a light bill or this, that, and the other to buy a ticket. It's not worth it. Copy the link, share it on your social medias, and not just the raffle creator, not just the link for the raffle. For www.forgottenangelsflorida.org. Share their website, because on their website there's an about us section. There's uh, who we are, the mission statement, you know, the events and stuff. Plus, it tells you about other programs they have available that you can sign up for to help their mission. And with that being said, I'm gonna try to wind this down, and I appreciate having y'all in here. Oh, and the drawing is the 29th on the bike. I think that the raffle closes at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern time on the 29th. I haven't got confirmation yet, but I'm gonna try to reach out and see if I can be there in person to maybe explain, some of the details about it. I've explained it in the last live stream. You know what all I've done since I had that motorcycle, and I hope whoever gets it will go on to make great memories with it. I did not realize until prepping it to get it ready to reveal during the camp out that how nice that bike really actually is. And I'm not saying that just because it's mine or it was mine. Let me clarify that. It totally belongs to Forgotten Angels now. It's just so hard to say goodbye to yesterday because I miss my wife every day too. Stuff like that, it's hard to get over. Thank you guys for helping me through the struggle, through the strife. It's my life right out here on Front Street. And this is the power of community. You guys are the driving force. And what I mean by driving force, you're in the driver's seat. You have control of your own ship, your own truck, your own car. Joe, that is no truer statement than at that right there. Hey brother, as long as we remember them, the ones we love are never truly gone. No, they're not. They're never truly gone. Don't make it hurt no less either though. And I appreciate you guys and gals for giving me a chance to heal. And there's more on the horizon for all of us, and we got to get through it. I am at the hour mark. I'm not cutting it off as brief as I did the last live stream. But thank you all so very much for tuning in. And I hope y'all, if I don't go live before Thanksgiving, just know, be safe, enjoy your holiday, and save me a deviled egg. I love each and every one of y'all. And I'm going to sign off.